This is your primetime forecast for East Alabama and West Georgia from Dr. Don's Weather. Dr. Don's Weather is made possible by the Randolph County Commission, First Light Coffee, Roger Bell Auto Brokers, Southern Auction Solutions, Genesis Wake Clinic, Jimmy Stevens Construction, Anchor Roofing, the Town of Wadley, Auction 431 South, the Salem Auction House, and Bama Diesel Repair. From the Alpha Weather Center, powered by Boondocks Barbecue and Creamery, Southern Union State Community College, and the venue at 5 Points Farms. Here's Dr. Don.
Howdy-ho, East Alabama and West Georgia. Welcome to your Friday. Time to get that New Year's weekend underway. Hey, so we've got a lot to talk about this morning. It's your primetime forecast for Friday, December 29th, 2023 on Dr. Don's Weather. Okay, so from UFOs to snow, we got a lot to talk about this morning. Did you see that bright light in the sky last night across East Alabama and West Georgia? Well, that was a SpaceX launch from the Cape. And, about 8:30 last night, my inbox was blowing up, wanting to know what that weird light was out there in the eastern sky. And you can see it here from this video that we shot from Jekyll Island over on the east coast of Georgia. Again, it was a SpaceX launch from the Cape over on the eastern coast of Florida last night. It was visible all across the southeastern United States. Pretty cool stuff out there from the SpaceX launch last night down at Cape Canaveral. All right, so don't forget about Jimmy Stevens of Jimmy Stevens Construction. He is one of our proud sponsors here on Dr. Don's Weather. And if you'd like to be a partner, we'd love to have you. All you have to do is send me a message on Messenger, and we can get you started real soon. Jimmy Stevens Construction. Remember him for remodeling and new homes at 256-610-1364. And if you build that new home, you need insurance, you got to get in touch with Jamie Dukas because he can save you money with Alpha Insurance. You can scan the QR code there on the screen, click the link at the top of the video, or call Jamie at 256-831-7770. Jamie Dukas, your local Alpha agent. Don't forget to head over to our YouTube channel, click that subscribe button, and you want to click that little bell so that when we go live to cover severe weather, you'll be guaranteed to get that notification. No risk of severe weather through Thursday for East Alabama or West Georgia. However, we do have some things to talk about this morning, and we will get started with that as I want to show you a couple of different things here. First of all, let's talk about our temperatures over the next 6 to 10 days. There is a decent chance, and I'm talking about a 50 to 60% chance, that we will be cooler than usual across the southeastern United States as we kick off 2024. And precipitation, there's about a 30 to 40% chance that we will have above normal precipitation. So what does that mean in the month of January? Well, it means that we may have several brushes with the possibility of some winter precipitation. I don't see anything out there that suggests a major snow event or ice event for East Alabama or West Georgia at the moment, but we will be cooler than normal, and we will have multiple rounds of precipitation through at least the middle or latter part of January, so that will present the opportunity for some winter mischief out there, and we'll be watching that for you as we get a little bit closer to the event. So we do have one event for this afternoon and tonight, and this is going to be a cold core upper level low that's going to move across the southeastern United States from the northwest. It's already out there. We'll show you in just a few moments on the Southern Union State Community College live Doppler radar. But what does this mean for East Alabama and West Georgia? Well, probably not much at all. However, a few flurries late this afternoon and into the overnight hours will be possible across East Alabama and West Georgia. If you'll look at this is the total snowfall output for this event, and there really isn't much to it, but if you look real close right there in northern and northwestern Clay County up there around Mount Cheahaw, we could see some dusting on the cold surfaces. We're talking grassy areas, rooftops up there on the mountain. Now, for the lower elevations across East Alabama and West Georgia, and I'm talking about Cleburne, Calhoun, Talladega, Clay, Randolph, over into maybe Heard County and up into Carroll, you could certainly see some flurries. But the ground temperature will be relatively warm, and we're not looking for any accumulation whatsoever across East Alabama and West Georgia. But as the sun sets this evening and as we go through about 9, 10, or 11 o'clock tonight, a flurry or possibly a light mist with a snow mix is possible across the area. Again, absolutely no travel problems anticipated with this event. Now, if you are up in North Georgia, here's what we are looking at. And basically, this is going to be on the ridge tops across the Appalachian Mountain chain. We're talking from Dawson County up to Lumpkin, northern White County up into portions of Union and Towns, and maybe even Rabun. Up in the higher elevations, we're talking above 2,000 feet, and to put this into perspective, Helen is at about 1,400 feet, so we're talking probably a higher elevation than that. We could see up to a half-inch to 1 inch of snow accumulation, especially on the western leeward side of the mountains. We're talking the north and northwestern slopes of the mountains could get that half-inch to 1 inch of snow. Everywhere else across northeast Georgia, we're probably looking at just a flurry, maybe a complete changeover to snow showers from time to time. And again, this will be this afternoon and this evening across the North Georgia mountains. Again, no major issues anticipated here. GDOT will be working 129 and 75 north, 575 up across the Blue Ridge chain. So we're really not anticipating any problems. But if you're going to be traveling early tomorrow morning, on Saturday morning on some of the higher elevation ridge tops, especially if you're going to be off on secondary roads, do so with extreme caution because there could be a few slick spots up there in the northeast Georgia mountains. This is not going to be a problem for Helen, Cleveland, Dahlonega, Clarksville, Clayton. Yeah, we're not really anticipating any travel issues for those areas. But hey, it's kind of cool to look at this time of year. This is our first threat of winter precipitation across the southeastern United States. Current conditions at the venue at 5 Points Farms this morning. 35 degrees under mostly fair skies. Wind out of the southwest at 3, gusting to 6. Humidity is 85%. The barometric pressure at 29.99. Dew point is 31. No rain the past 24 hours. The high temperature yesterday was 52. Sunrise this morning at 6:42, and the sun sets this evening at 4:44 p.m. Headed for a mostly cloudy day, a sprinkle here and there, and again, as the sun sets this evening and throughout the first part of your night, we could see a mixture of rain and snow, possibly a few flurries here and there, primarily along and north of the I-20 corridor. Some of that could slip down into, like I said, Cleburne, Calhoun, Talladega, Clay, Randolph, Heard, and Carroll counties. 45 will be your high this afternoon. We're looking at 45 in Ashland, 44 in Lineville, Wedowee, Woodland, 44 up in Ranburne. We'll hit 43 this afternoon in Carrollton, and Valley will top out at 47 degrees. Here's your 6-day forecast from the Alpha Weather Center. Jamie Dukas, your local Alpha agent for your Friday. Mostly cloudy, maybe a few sprinkles this afternoon, giving way to a mixture of sprinkles and flurries this evening. 45 your high, down to 31 for your overnight low tonight. On Saturday, we're looking at, we'll start the day with some clouds and maybe a few sprinkles or flurries early, primarily before sunrise. After sunrise, the clouds will start to break up, and this cold core upper level low will begin to push on off to the northeast, and it'll take the clouds with it. So I think we do see sunshine on Saturday afternoon. For you folks up there in Nashville, Tennessee, it's going to be a cold Music City Bowl in Nashville for all the Auburn and Maryland fans. Maybe a few snow showers up there. Certainly much more likely in Nashville tonight and tomorrow morning. But again, that should be breaking up as the sun rises on Saturday morning. But it's going to be a cold, blustery day in Nashville for the Music City Bowl tomorrow afternoon. 46 will be your high down here in East Alabama. 28 your overnight low Saturday night. New Year's Eve, mostly sunny. Maybe a few high-level clouds, 54 the high, down to 37 on Sunday night, so that's almost perfect New Year's Eve weather. And then for New Year's Day, a 30% chance of rain in the morning, giving away to partly sunny skies by afternoon. I'm not sure that 30 is going to stick right there. I believe that's an anomaly. We're probably looking at temperatures in the low 50s for daytime highs on Monday. Down to 28 for your overnight low Monday night. Then on Tuesday, sunshine 50. Our next chance of rain moves in on Wednesday with showers, a high temperature of 49 degrees. Southern Union State Community College live Doppler HD radar. This morning, and you can already see some precipitation returns down there across the northwestern sections of Georgia. We are seeing a few reports of some light rain mixed with snow in places like Dalton, back up towards Chattanooga and across the Lookout Mountain areas. Maybe a few sprinkles down there around Rome, but this is no big deal here. We zoom back out and take you back to the north. Now, there's the good snow. North of Bowling Green, south of Louisville, up there, just south or north of Evansville, Indiana. And then some scattered snow showers to the west of Jonesboro, Arkansas, down there around Memphis. But you can see it's very light and very scattered in nature, but that's what's moving to the south and southeast. This big blob up here to the right of St. Louis may end up moving right across the Nashville area, so we may see some snow up there for you Auburn Tigers that are in town, and then that should rotate right across North Alabama late this afternoon into the first part of the evening, and that's what could bring those snow showers, the heavier snow showers, for places like Valley Head, Mentone, Lookout Mountain, and then stretching back over toward Dalton, Georgia, and then eventually across the Appalachian chain of North Georgia. A few flurries will be possible across East Alabama and West Georgia. But again, folks, no travel, no need to go get all the milk and bread, no big deal here at all. As we take you in a little closer across East Alabama and West Georgia, you'll see that there is no precipitation taking place out there at this hour. Whew, that was a lot. Don't forget to follow us over on Twitter. It's at DSTREN1040. We broadcast all of our weather information on Twitter, just as we do on Facebook, YouTube, and at DrDonWX.com, our home on the World Wide Web. If you live in Randolph County, you want to text the word ALERT to 256-540-8664 so that you'll receive that important weather information from the Randolph County Emergency Management Agency. Hyper Reach is brought to you by the Randolph County Commission. Well, we will continue to watch this possibility of a little frozen precipitation across East Alabama and West Georgia as we go throughout the remainder of today and into tonight. If we start to see some heavier snow showers out there, we will certainly go live and cover that for you. One thing about this type of weather setup, this is called a cold core upper level low. And there are times that these type weather systems bring us surprises. So we will watch this very closely for you, and if we see the need to come back with more information before tomorrow morning, then we'll certainly go live right here on Dr. Don's Weather. Hope you have a fantastic Friday. Good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. We'll see you back in here tomorrow morning on Dr. Don's Weather.
This has been your primetime forecast for East Alabama and West Georgia from the Alpha Weather Center, powered by Southern Union State Community College, the venue at 5 Points Farms and Boondocks Barbecue and Creamery. Dr. Don's Weather is supported by the Randolph County Commission, First Light Coffee, Roger Bell Auto Brokers, Southern Auction Solutions, Genesis Weight Clinic, Jimmy Stevens Construction, Anchor Roofing, the Town of Wadley, Auction 431 South, the Salem Auction House, and Bama Diesel Repair. Be sure to like us on Facebook. Share us with all of your friends and subscribe to Dr. Don's Weather on YouTube. We will be back tomorrow morning with another edition of your primetime forecast on Dr. Don's Weather.